Good morning, everyone. This is Patrice Bouidibila for Panasonic Live at IFA 2012. Our first segment will be dedicated to the home appliances. And as you might know, I'm not really, let's say, such a huge expert when it comes to the kitchen, but therefore I do have my Panasonic expert who is going to be more than happy just to reply all of your questions that you do have. And we have so much more just to offer here today, but as I said, right now it's all about home appliances, and my expert when it comes to home appliances is Adam. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning to you, Patrice. How are you?
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
Didn't go out. I'm getting old, so...
Oh, well, I don't want to say what we've been up to, so there we go. At the end of the day, welcome to the built-in kitchen appliance.
Yes.
This is the first time Panasonic is showcasing built-in kitchen appliances for the European market. And these are going to be launching early 2013, so not far away to be getting excited about these great products.
I'm very curious because you said something that within this segment you're going to cook for me.
I wouldn't say cook for you, but we're going to be doing a little bit of cooking together just to show how easy it is. You don't have to be a Jamie Oliver to actually be able to serve up some
I thought you were going to be my Jamie Oliver. You're going to cook for me.
I'm sure we'll be able to get something done.
Okay, so probably I just got something wrong. But anyway, as I said, this is going to be about the question coming from the crowd towards you as an expert. So I would like to start right away with the first one coming from Frosty in 2907. What kitchen appliance does Panasonic make and sell?
Well, of course, all week we've been looking at the standalone products, haven't we? The fridge freezers, the washing
Yes.
machines, and even the irons and so on and so forth.
Ever since I've been called Iron Man since the...
Absolutely, and your shirt's looking fantastic today. I see you've been using the Panasonic iron again.
Well, yeah, that's thanks to my mom, but it's a different story. Yeah, we're gonna...
But of course, what we're showing here is built-in kitchen appliances. Some customers may not want freestanding products. They may want everything hidden away in the kitchen. Or as you can see, we've got some great new products. So some of the new products that we're showing off here is the brand new induction hob. Have you ever used an induction hob before?
Yeah, of course. It's the latest thing.
So what color are the rings normally that you get on your induction hobs? Can you remember?
How many I do have?
What color?
None.
None? No. Normally you get a red ring around when you turn it on to show that.
Not on mine. Mine doesn't have anything.
See, with the Panasonic, we want to make it look fantastic. Remember, we've been talking design all week and wanting to tailor it to the customer.
Yep.
So what we're able to do with these is actually create a brand new blue ring. Now, this has been really difficult in the past because being able to get a blue LED through the black glass has always been extremely difficult. But here at Panasonic, with the research and development, we've managed to achieve this, and as you can see, it looks absolutely brilliant.
But it's interesting because I never really thought of the fact that, of course, it must be kind of complicated when you have like a red screen just to have like blue light shining through.
But yeah, absolutely. So the blue lights that we've got here, all of the display lights up in blue, and as soon as you turn it back off again, it all disappears. So it looks really, really chic and really, really stylish.
Okay.
But these brand new induction hobs, we're going to have a couple of different models in a couple of different sizes as well. So once again, different products for the different individual.
But what about all the other appliances? Anything else that you would name? I mean, is it? But then again, isn't like the range too wide? Then just to briefly say what you have to offer, you pretty much.
We're showcasing some of the fantastic products that are coming out in 2013. So we've got the induction hob.
Yep.
As you can see above us, we've also got a hood. So we want everything to match. All our premium equipment should be there to match and look stylish in your kitchen. So with your hood and your hob, we're also showing off fantastic brand new built-in ovens.
Yep.
And also dishwasher appliances. And this is just stage one. So this is just the first of the appliances that will be coming out.
But the way that this dishwasher looks right now is just like for display purposes.
This is just to show us exactly how good it looks when it's actually in its washing stage as well. So as you can see, all tying in with the blue LEDs all the way through the range, so everything matches in the home.
Okay, that's supposed to be, everything needs to be blue. So for us, just a glimpse of what is offered there by Panasonic. But thank you for your question. Coming to the next one by Gemma. It's a hot topic. Freestyle?
Freestyle. We're going to be getting on.
What does like freestyle have to do with? I mean, by the way, next to this booth, there's another built-in kitchen appliances where there's a demonstration happening right now, and they already talked about freestyle.
Freestyle, yeah, it's a concept that Panasonic are looking at because, of course, this induction technology is just the start of the process. So we're going to be actually moving over there a little bit later to show everybody just what Panasonic could be bringing to the market using our freestyle technology.
So we're not going to talk about freestyle, not just yet?
Not just yet. So for Gemma, what we'll do is we'll take the question over to the other side a little bit later on, because I don't want to disturb everyone right now, and of course it will be a lovely surprise for everyone, because I think it's some technology that nobody's expecting us to be bringing.
Okay, so I'm really curious just to see that. Gemma, as you heard, we are not able to move over there right now as there's a presentation, but in a few minutes we will be able just to present you then freestyle. Actually, we're going to be able just to present freestyle to me and to you because I really have still no clue what this is supposed to be. But Gemma, thank you anyway already for that hot topic. We will be back with you soon. Jane the Star, will your induction hobs come in different sizes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I already see that on the wall.
We've got some different sizes here, so you can see we're doing a 60 centimetre version.
Yep.
And we're also doing a 75 centimetre version. So once again, what we're trying to do is tailor this to the individual because not everyone can have the large products inside. And of course, with different European markets, we may be able to utilise the smaller products.
Oh, and apparently some of them are coming with these blue edges and some don't.
Absolutely. So we've got our base models here, which you can see will just have the regular rings, but still with the blue LEDs across the bottom for your display.
Right.
And then we're going to have the top of the range, which will have the blue LED for the rings, making it look absolutely uber cool. So,
other than just having blue edges on the surface, what else is there to be seen as a difference? Because right now, I'm really having a hard time just to...
Of course, there's different temperature variations, and one of the things that Panasonic have created is an infrared sensor.
Yeah.
We're going to go into a little bit more detail about the infrared sensor because there are a difference between sensors when it comes to induction hobs, and it's quite special what we're able to do here at Panasonic.
Okay. Apparently, this is a science class, and I thought it's all about home appliances. But okay, Jane the Star, thank you for your question. We're continuing with a question from Archer. I can see an island hood. Will you sell one that fixes to the wall?
Yes. So
this is considered an island because this is an island?
Yeah, no, this is the island hood, so you can see it's freestanding.
No, that's all, because this is an island hood. I didn't even know that it's called the island hood.
So the extractor fan is to be able to take all the odours away, any sort of smoke or anything that may have caused any problems, and this will extract everything out. We've got 4 power settings. But yes, we are actually going to create not just an island hood, but we're also going to do a hood that can fix to the wall. So just in case you have your induction hob on a surface next to a wall, you'd be able to have the hood to match as well.
But how long will it take until it's going to be released?
Oh no, it's going to be released at exactly the same time as the island one.
2013, just like
so
next year.
January 2013, all of these appliances will be available for the customers.
So Archer, it's a yes and a yes for next year, but January is not that far away. I mean, it's already September.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, it's almost like Christmas again.
It's flying by this year, isn't it?
It's amazing. Thank you, Archer, anyway, for that question. And continuing with a question by a guest. Do your dishwashers come with glass fronts, or is the one we can see only for show purposes? It's quite nice. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but as I already
it is
realized,
for show purposes. I mean, just around the side here, I mean, you can see it here, Patrice, we've actually got one built away. So it's meant to be tucked away.
I think the camera needs to come around.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see here, you can have it built in and nobody would realise all your appliances are tucked away, keeping it all minimalistic in your kitchen. It's, it is just a show model here.
It's going to be a little bit, I was just about like, wait a minute. I mean, you just already built one of these, so what's the problem of having those like on the real market? But apparently there's some...
of course, for eco-friendly reasons, we've got to be able to keep all the heat in.
Exactly. That's also part of the philosophy of Panasonic. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Power.
So yes, we've actually got a couple of different models when it comes to dishwashers as well.
Yeah.
We're going to release a A+ model. And we're going to release an A++ model. As you can see.
Just as well, just as with the fridge?
Yes, just with the fridge. So if you want to be the most eco-friendly, reduce your bills and reduce your power consumption and your carbon footprint, these products will be able to do that for you. Will
they also have UVacua?
UVacua? It's not UVacua that we are using in these products.
But I thought you were going to isolate the temperature.
Well, yes, we can isolate the temperature, but for these products, we've already been able to keep the energy rating down just with the material we use already.
What's wrong with me? I'm always trying to, just to score some points with some extra knowledge, but since yesterday, since I had this issue with Kevin, and when it comes to Smart Viera, I'm off. So no UVacua for
no UVacua on the dishwashers.
But unfortunately, no, this dishwasher is here just for show purposes.
Yes.
So I'm sorry about that, but thank you for that question. Coming to Ryan F's question about, are your ovens double glazed?
Double glazed. Yes, a lot of the ovens that you see out on the market are double glazed.
They have to, otherwise you would kind of burn your
yourself.
fingers.
These are quadruple glazed.
Quadruple?
Quadruple, 4.
Because
4
2
layers
do
of
the
glazing.
job?
Once again, we want to be able to keep the heat in rather than it allowing to escape. And as you can see, the great thing is we can actually remove the glass door to make it easier to clean as well.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to do it on this one because otherwise it makes it a little bit difficult. But you're able to remove the glass and clean it, so it's much, much easier rather than having to sit there scrubbing all day long.
Oh, self-clean paralyzer. So I think I know what it is. It heats up itself to a level.
Ah, for the self-cleaning are we talking? Yes, the self-cleaning, it's called pyrolytic cleaning. And what that does, because nobody enjoys cleaning their oven today, you spray it with mousse.
To be honest, I never did.
You've probably got someone to do that for you, Patrice. But
not even that. It's just
well,
nasty.
What we want to do is make it as simple and as quick as possible. So no products needed. You turn on the pyrolytic cleaning. That will then increase the temperature to 500 degrees, burning all the dirt off. And it means all you're going to be left with is ash at the bottom that you'd simply brush out. And we're ready to go again. You'll have a beautiful, clean, pristine oven.
That would be quite nice.
I'll tell you one of the great features that we've got on the oven as well. If you just open it back up, you can see that we've actually got a rotisserie here as well.
Yeah, I was wondering.
So with this accessory, we'd actually be able to put on our chicken or any of our beef joints or anything else. That will be able to go straight into the back there. And then this will actually rotate while we're cooking. How
of course,
cool is
no,
that?
so he's taking it. That's why he's not evenly built in. He's just going
a diagonal.
Yeah,
so we'll get an even cooking as it's going through. But this is a great idea that the research and development looked into, and now we can do rotisserie chickens, beef joints, and so on and so forth.
Well, you could make me some chicken now if you don't want to do me.
Chicken's good.
Get me any pasta, but that's a different story. It's a love story happening here at the booth of Panasonic, apparently. It's about cooking. When men are meeting in kitchens, that's what's happening.
We're cooking.
Ryan F., thank you for your question. And continuing with the question by our guests, how flexible are the trays to take different crockery and utensils?
Must be talking about the dishwashers. So the great thing is, with the dishwashers, we're actually able to take these trays out. And if I just pull this one out here, and I'll pop it on the top for everyone to see. Now, of course, we can put our plates in here quite as simply. But if you wanted to do your pots and pans, what you'd be able to do is be able to take these here, as he says, nice and simple. And we're actually able to lay them down. And now we can actually fit all of our pots and pans in nice and simply and be able to do our plates at the same time. Clever idea, hey? Simple and attention to detail. And it's the attention to detail that Panasonic have looked at that allows it to be flexible. So we've actually got special trays here that can, as you can see, raise and lower, so depending on plates, pots, pans. We've even got, if the cameraman wants to come around, a tray at the top as well. So this tray at the top, because of course we have maybe not just our knives and forks and other cutlery, but you may have your large kitchen utensils as well. And all of them would be able to lay across the top, allowing them to be cleaned as well. And then we also have a basket system for all your cutlery. You can get enough cutlery for around about 13 people in there. So even when you're having your dinner parties, it's going to be nice and quickly to clean up afterwards as well.
Okay, well, guest, thank you for your question. I still feel a little bit like a fish out of the water being here.
I told you, by the end of the week, you are going to be the supreme master of home appliance, Patrice.
Apparently, because right now I really feel a little bit lost here. But that's what you're here for, and this is a good thing. So continuing with the next question coming also from a guest, is the blue color just a design thing?
It is a design thing because Panasonic want all your premium products to match in your home.
Yep.
And that's what makes everything look great. When you walk into your kitchen, everything's going to match and it's going to look fantastic. So from the induction hob with the blue rings to the blue light inside the dishwasher, the blue display on top of the dishwasher. So once again, all using touch-sensitive buttons rather than buttons that may collect dirt. And it's nice and simple to use, as you can see. All the settings are very easily explained by easy diagrams. And then even on the oven, I mean, we've got stainless steel with a mirror finish, or we've got a black option as well. And the great thing is, with this, we've even got the blue LED display. So everything's there to match to make it look phenomenal.
I see. Well, then yes, blue is just a design thing.
Blue is the color.
Written down here. Continuing with a question coming from Super Sharon, how do you best clean built-in ovens? We just mentioned it.
We talked about the pyrolytic cleaning.
Pyrolytic cleaning, that's...
so it's a very simple thing
to do. Every day. Yeah.
Everything is on the settings here. You'll choose the pyrolytic cleaning. You'll walk away from it. It will burn all the dirt off, all the outside and off of all the trays.
You just need to brush out.
Just brush the ash out the bottom and you're ready to go. You're going to have a pristine oven already. It's going to be showroom standard again.
Just that easy, Super Sharon. Thank you for your question. Continuing with a question coming from Nigel knows best. What is the difference between thermistor sensors and IR sensors on the induction hob?
Thermistor sensors are a sensor used in the induction hob.
Yep.
And what that does, that detects the temperature of the glass. So, of course, the glass comes to a particular temperature and we want to be able to raise it and keep an eye on it.
Okay.
But what Panasonic have developed is an infrared. That's the IR sensor. And you can see the two front ones actually say sensor at the front, and it shows you that these two have the infrared sensors.
That's the first thing I would have thought of. Seeing the blue light, there must be an infrared sensor in it. Yeah, that makes totally sense.
Well, the infrared sensor's there to not detect the temperature of the glass, it's to detect the temperature of the pan or the pot. Because, of course, if we're cooking and we throw ingredients in, the temperature of the pan drops. But, of course, the temperature of glass doesn't. So on regular induction hobs, it would just carry on cooking at the same level. With our technology, the infrared sensors will detect that the pan temperature or the pot temperature has decreased.
So it's raising it?
It's going to raise up the power quickly to make sure that you have an even cook, causing no problems.
But what happens if you're already on the top level? I mean, is it 10, I presume?
You can do this in power levels or you can do this in heat, and that's the great thing. It's the heat sensor that really, really works. So, for instance, we could be frying pancakes, say.
It goes by temperature, not by level?
We can do both. So
but if you already have, if you already chose like the maximum level, and then like the pan,
it will increase.
Adjusts.
Yeah, no, it will still increase further than your regular cooking temperatures.
Oh, so it has some extra.
It has some extra power in the background already for you. So what it will do is to detect that the temperature of the pan has dropped because you've added ingredients, and quickly raise the power to carry on giving you an even cook. So once again, speeding up your cooking time, giving you a much better, and it means your results are the same every time. No matter how many times you cook this pancake or the steak, every single time you're going to get the same perfect results.
I see. Yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's what we want, is perfect, easy cooking.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Nigel knows best. Thank you for your question. Continuing with one by, I'm still amazed. I'm like,
yes,
really?
I can see you, jaw dropping.
Yeah, oh, okay. I guess we'd like to know that launch date of January 2013. Does that only apply to Germany?
No, that's for Europe. So all of Europe's going to be receiving these around 2013. We're looking to put these into inbuilt design shops. So anywhere that you'll be able to go and buy built-in kitchen equipment, that's where we're looking to range these products.
I see. Well, yes, it's not limited to Germany. It's the European community.
And as I say, we're
Panasonic kitchen appliance for everyone.
We want, and we've been designing these products for the European consumer. So once again, we may have different products around the world, but these have been designed and built just for the European market.
Is it really so? I mean, we talked about it earlier when we were referring to the washing machines, saying that, for example, like in America, people rather use their washing machine as a top loader. They like to put all their clothes from the top. But when it comes to kitchen appliances, and you're referring to the European market in general, would you say that the Europeans have a common way of cooking then?
Maybe not a common, well, it is a common way of cooking, but it's also the food. We eat a particular sort of food in Europe, which may completely differ to the rest of the world.
Take a gazpacho, like the Spanish soup, which is simply cold. Yes. There's not much cooking there, in my opinion.
Well, same with schnitzel and everything else. It's exactly the same. We've been designing these products to be cooking European food.
So different types of food, but hey, we're using the same kitchen. That's one thing. Finally.
Tailoring it to the lifestyle. That's what it's all about here at Panasonic.
So from whoever was like writing this or asking this question, thank you therefore. And wherever you are, I hope that you will also have access then by next year towards the Panasonic home appliances. Thank you. Continuing with a question by Isaac. Can I deep fry on the induction hob?
You can deep fry on the induction hob, actually. You can even use a pan to do shallow fry as well, so you don't need to use as much oil. There's a special setting on it that will allow you to do deep fry and in a shallow pan, and it will keep the temperature nice and even and not cause any damage or any problems. So, yes, it is absolutely possible to do deep frying from an induction hob.
I mean, my question would be, why shouldn't it be possible?
Because sometimes you may use too much heat, and that's sometimes what causes pan fires and what have you. And that's the last thing we want to do. So with this clever technology, can be carry on detecting heat, raising or lowering it depending on what you're doing.
Okay, then it makes sense. So Isaac, yes, it does. is your answer. Thank you for your question. Coming to Dr. Billy, how many pots can I cook at the same time on your induction hobs? I would
Well, we
say
can
like
do 4. Yes, we've got 4 rings here, so we can do 4 at any one time.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exactly the same for the future as well. So if you want to, I can take you over to the freestyle section and show you just how it differs. Because as you can see here, we only have 4 particular places to be able to put our products, don't we? We've got 4 rings. Would you like to have a glimpse at the future?
I would love to have a glimpse of the future.
Let's
I think it's getting over there now.
Yeah, let's make a slow move over there. So what we're showing here at IFA is a concept that Panasonic are looking at. And this is known as freestyle. So remember someone talking about freestyle earlier?
Exactly. Also, Gemma wanted to know, that was one of the topics.
So what we've got here is a cutaway. So you can see there's 45 individual coils here.
Exactly. I saw this one before, and I was, in the first place, I thought it was kind of a game.
Yeah, you thought it was a quick game machine that you had to keep up with
something
everything.
like that, but apparently it's not.
No, this is just showing our individual coils here.
Yep.
So in other words, for instance, say we had a pot on there, and then what it will actually do, it will raise the temperature of the different coils at different times, and it will give it actually a stirring technique as well. So it will actually be stirring your food in the pots and pans.
But still, there's a limit to the amount of pots that I can use.
So if you just move along here, you can see we've got a couple of pots. But on the last one, we showed that you only had 4 rings. With these, we can literally move them wherever we like for our individual taste. And we'll be able to then set these to be able to do our heating and our cooking. But when it comes to freestyle, what we want to be able to do is not just cook on these. We want to be able to power products as well. And what we've done is a cordless technology.
That's what you call freestyle.
Freestyle, so not just cooking,
okay,
but blending, juicing, and maybe other products as well in the future.
Okay, but right now we're just talking about a future product. This is a concept.
This is just a
not
concept.
To be released by next year with the built-in kitchen appliances.
But as you can see, the crowds that have been in this area have been absolutely loving this technology. This has received huge amount of praise, and this is exactly the way the route of Panasonic.
So this is where you're gonna.
Well, as you saw,
cook me some steaks.
Yeah, well, we're going to move into a booth very shortly.
Yeah.
The great thing is, as you can see, we've removed all the other dials, and it's all done from a touch screen here. So once again, we can raise the temperature or set our cooking levels, or when we're powering our products, we can set the power levels. The great thing is, we're even looking at, if you just look off to the side, we're also looking at different sizes, and even portable induction hobs as well. So maybe you may go away camping in an RV or something like that. You want to be able to do quick cooking, or if you want to be powering. So you can see we've got a couple of products here. We've actually got a juicer and a blender. So of course, how does it know that it's a juicer or a blender? Well, there's special coils inside, and special technology makes it very simple. So all we need to do is just pop that on the middle.
There's a cable mounted to this blender, but just for
it's not for power,
reasons.
it's for security.
It's for security. All right.
So, and of course, what's just popped up on the display here, Patrice?
A blender logo.
There you go. So it's made it nice and simple. It's detected that it's a blender, and then we can actually power this product. So it's no different with the juicer as well. So I've got a little juicer here. We'd be able to pop this onto the onto here. Automatically detected that it's a juicer, and then the nice thing is we've got a nice lemon here, and we can actually then power this product with no cables.
Can I charge my smartphone, for instance? Would that be possible?
Quite possible. We don't know.
Just leave it there.
As I say, it's a concept at the end of the day, so the technology could be there to be able to power other smart devices as well.
Okay, so this one goes out to the technicians at Panasonic. Whenever this thing comes out, I would like to have one of those. But I definitely want to make sure that I can charge my smartphone. That would be very,
You're going to want an app for it as well, I take it, Patrice.
Okay.
Yeah?
Ready.
So the great thing is you've got different sizes, and we're even looking at different color variations as well. So being able to take something small and compact.
Making sure that everything matches to the rest of the kitchen.
Once again, yes, always tailoring it.
Okay, then Dr. Billy, this is your answer. Thank you for that question. We're going to continue with a question by Biano44. What is the maximum temperature of the oven?
Of the oven?
Yeah, of the oven, yeah. It's an important issue when you do pizza, stuff like that.
Yeah, you want a high temperature. On our current built-in ovens, it's going to be 280 degrees.
280 degrees.
So a nice hot heat.
280 degrees is your answer, Biano. Continuing with the question coming from a guest. Can we see the cordless products in action? Okay, now we've seen them.
Yes, well, we've seen the juicer.
Yeah.
If you want to, we'll pop into the booth and we can show you actually everything working all at the same time.
How are we supposed to get into the booth?
We're going to take you through a little secret entrance. I hope you don't mind. Are you good at limbo?
Yeah, I'm the champion.
I'm
going to be the...
And he's there.
Oh, made it.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat.
That's what I call being flexible.
Absolutely. So the blender that we've got just here.
But once again, I think it's time for a poll. You know, the moment where we just throw in some current questions where we would like to have your opinion about. The poll right now, it's about my kitchen simply isn't complete without a what? Cordless blender, an energy efficient fridge or freezer, an induction hob cooker. These are the three options. I mean, I believe you, for an expert at Panasonic, you should pretty much have everything at home.
I will certainly be looking at one of the induction hobs for myself. I've seen the technology so far and I've just been blown away, and I've been working with the products for a long time. So I'm really interested to get my hands on it because I'm actually refurbishing the kitchen currently. So the problem is, if I'd known about these products a little bit earlier, I may have held on to my my extension.
Well, it's the same for me, but apparently you just part of the 44% who just see the same way. They all would love to have an induction hob cooker. 33% are going for the fridge, and that's about it. So coming back now to the cordless products in action.
So you can see that as soon as we popped it on, the touchscreen displays come up with a blender setting, and then we've got our power settings here, and it will just allow us to start blending cordlessly.
And by the way, this is just a simple presentation. No Muppet has actually been harmed during this test.
No furballs here. So there we go. We can actually set these at different power levels, all using the touchscreen device, making it very simple to use.
Oh, wait a minute. I really can put it in? I mean, this is a prototype, I know. But
this is a prototype, so I mean, at the end of the day, we have been just making sure that everything's working correctly.
I should be able to put it
You should be able to put it places. But I guarantee you at the moment, because of the way we've sort of designed this, because we've had chefs cooking here, they've made it work perfectly for them.
Sure, but still.
So we can pop that back in the corner, and then we could be, say, like to fry some steaks at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love
so what we can do here, I'm going to take the steaks off. Let's pop the pot up there. There
I like it medium rare, by the way.
You like it medium rare?
Medium rare.
So once again, we can detect that this is a pan. The other pan?
Yeah. Do you mind taking the other pan? We have our colleague here.
Yes, we've got the professional chef.
Thank you.
So there we go. Fantastic. So you can see it's automatically detected the pan. We'd then be able to select the heat. We'll be able to put this up. Oh, there we go. Let's put it up nice and high.
And I was just about to say like up to level 10, but it's like 18.
All the way up to level 18.
You like it precise.
Or we can set the temperature. So if we set the temperature, let's say 180.
I never cook by temperature when it comes to a pan. It's got to be interesting.
But if you cook at a temperature, of course, especially with steak, you know the temperature it should be.
I know it's perfect, but that's why I'm saying it's perfect.
The great thing with the induction technology, it's very, very quick.
Yeah.
And then it also means that the surface is still cool. So you can see my hand is all the way around it, but if you start touching the pan, you'll see that the pan, I wouldn't touch the center because it's very, very hot. So the great thing is, we've got some steaks here.
That's it? That's the steak that you're going to offer me?
You hungry?
It's a fake steak. You such a tease.
Very, very quick and very simple, as you can see. And the great thing is, you can take this off, all with the little gloves here. See, he's already provided everything up.
The colleague want to make sure.
Yeah, he's making sure that I don't harm or burn myself. There you go, straight back on the side.
If you would have burned your finger, you would have deserved it after teasing me with some pasta and some steak and no pasta and a fake steak.
All very nice and cool as well, causing no problems.
Yeah, but after a while, I mean, afterwards, there's still some remaining heat.
Absolutely. And the great thing is, what we're also looking at is boiling your pasta and what have you. Sometimes you may not be able to keep an eye on it all the time. So we've actually created an overflow technique as well. So is it okay if we pop this on? Fantastic. So we're going to pop this on.
This is the steak I got cooked. Hot. And it's hot. Yeah. And it's hot steak.
There we go. So the great thing is, as soon as it's detected it, we can go into the temperature.
Does it take like a specific pot as well, or any pot?
Any special pot for your induction's not a problem whatsoever. And see this symbol here? We're just going to move it back slightly more.
Better.
There we go. So we can stick that there to create the temperature. Ooh. Let's go back again.
And it starts boiling at 100 degrees.
Heats all the way up to the top. And see the symbol here? This is an overboil. So what this is going to do, it's going to detect when it starts to overboil. So when the water gets too hot, when you put your pasta in, you don't want it to overboil, and it will reduce the temperature down, and it will actually turn it around as well. Is it going to be
always on, or do you have to like activate it then?
You activate it because, of course, it's you've told it that it's going to be a boiler.
Temperature.
Oh, no, we want it heat. There we go. And there we go. So you can see it's all come up there. And then
so now we just have to wait?
We just wait a little bit. You have to boil it up
Yes.
for a little bit, and then you'll be able to pop the pasta in, and then with the 4 independent coils, it will actually start heating them up and stirring it all at the same time.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah?
It's fast. It's induction.
So if I just take that off,
Okay.
pop some pasta in.
So you sure about that? It's not gonna
Yeah.
fall over.
There we go.
Oh, this is so romantic.
Ah, see? All we need is a bit of music. Yes.
Is it on? It's on 9. You
Oh,
see?
so, oh,
Well, let me help you. I'm a
oh
pro.
there you go.
You're welcome. I'm a professional.
So we've got
I'm
the
a
pros
cook.
in the background. We've just invaded their area at the moment. So what we could be doing, we could be boiling some pasta, and then once again, we could start to be doing a bit of blending, and we can be frying and cooking at the same time.
But wait a minute. We didn't put enough water in it just to boil over. Oh, maybe not.
Very clever, hey?
Oh, wait.
So what it's doing, it's going to detect that it started to bubble and started to raise the temperature.
Yes.
And then what it's actually going to do, it's going to stop it from being able to overboil because we've chosen that setting, making it nice and simple. And
Oh,
there
you just did. Okay.
How cool is that?
Damn.
Oh, you was hoping it was going to go wrong
I was
for me
hoping
there.
because it's like a live stream and
Yeah,
people love
I
it when
saw
something
it.
is not working out, but apparently it does. Great.
It does indeed. So there you go.
Amazing.
Very, very good, hey? So let's turn that all back off.
Everybody's pretending this is just made there just to make your home safe for your kids and everything, but in the first place, it's going to be safe for myself. I have to admit that.
Absolutely. So
I
there
love
you go.
that function.
But it's a great idea and a great concept, isn't it, at the end of the day, being able to not only cook, but power your products all at the same time.
Definitely. Well, as soon as one of these things comes out, I'm going to be one of the first just to, I mean, it depends, of course, on the price. And this is
I'm
like
sure
a
you'll
concept.
be able
I
to
don't even
afford
want to
it,
know what
Patrice.
it's going to be worth right now. But yeah, I would say like we did it. We showed the Cutlass products in action. So thank you for that question. And we're going to continue with the next one. Coming by Maximilian. Does a cordless blender have the same power as a blender with a cable?
Absolutely. Because of the way we've created the coils, we're going to be able to give it enough power to be able to blend everything you would normally do in a blender.
Yeah.
So it's going to cause no problems. But of course, this is just concept, so there's always time for improvements, and we may even be able to find different ways of powering other products as well.
So pretty much, I mean, it still gets its power. It's just a matter of how it gets its power. It simply doesn't have a cord. That's
Absolutely. And the nice thing about these is because they're a square design at the base as well, that you're going to be able to fit more in your cupboards to keep it nice and clean in your kitchen. See, every minor detail is being thought about.
Well, no, which is great because therefore it's not on display in the kitchen because most of the time when you do cook a lot, that you have like the you have a cloud of like of grease
Yes.
popping up and being stored away quite well. It's gonna
And of
make it
course,
so much
having-
easier to maintain your kitchen. quite
Yeah, and you
clean.
don't want lots of plug sockets and what have you all about the kitchen.
Right.
So this technology is sort of looking to the future of being able to keep it as tidy and then clean and design friendly.
Totally, I really see this is a brilliant thing. Maximilian, thank you for your question, and yes, they still have the same power. Milan from Bulgaria would like to know, how do you define the temperature of the different pots on the Freestyle hob?
Right, well, as we just saw, I mean, if I take one of the other pots here, let's see, we use...
What do you need? What do you need?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I got
which one we
some
can
fake
use.
steaks over there.
Yeah,
a
we'll go back
juicer
to the
here,
steaks again, shall we? Because the steak one's nice
and
and
a variety
simple.
of pots.
There we go. And
I spilled a bit of water here, but it doesn't mean that you should not invite me into your kitchen anymore. Sorry.
there we go. So we'll pop that on there. So now it's detected it.
Yep.
You can see that it's detected the size of the plate. We simply select it, and then we can select our temperature or our heat power level. So for
Right.
instance, on our temperature, we can go all the way from 240 all the way down to 80.
And it shows its temperature in Celsius, but I would say like once this comes out globally, also for the American market, there should be an adaptation, and then everything should be displayed in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we'll be able to tailor it once again to the individual country and so on and so forth. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Milan, this has been your answer. Coming now to the next one by Armanda. How far away do pots and pans have to be from each other for different temperatures?
Absolutely. I mean, because we've got 45 individual coils,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to place these anyway. Currently, we're only able to place 4 products on here.
So
But
once it's surrounded by its frame, you know, okay, it's
yeah, absolutely.
it's in contact with the platform itself.
So if we take a large pot here,
Yeah.
and we pop that maybe on the corner, and we take a small pot here, and we place it in the corner over here, And then we've got one last one. Let's place that one just there. So normally we're restricted by where we're going to put these. But for us, we'll be able to put these anywhere else because we may be wanting to use the rest of it as other work surface to be able to do other things on.
But wouldn't it be also recommended not to put, like, I don't know, one of the devices as the blender or the juicer next to like a boiling pot?
Because of course it's not going to overboil.
Yeah.
And it's only the coils that are getting hot underneath the glass. And it's detecting the temperature of the pan. So it's only the pans that actually get hot. Okay?
Okay.
Very clever.
Next question coming from the last question, by the way, by Sebastian Swintek. How do your kitchen devices prevent the devices from heating up on the outside?
Right. So, well, the pots and pans, of course, will get hot because these are the temperature. So
there's nothing you really can do about that.
No, because exactly this is what's cooking the product at the end of the day. Our steaks or our pasta, the actual pan and pot needs to be hot.
Right.
But the surface doesn't need to be hot.
But it remains hot after you had like a warm dish on it, or like a hot dish.
Lukewarm, but it's still at a touch.
Okay.
So it's not going to cause, you're not going to scald yourself, you're not going to burn yourself.
Okay, I see.
That's the great thing about induction technology.
Great, but then thank you for that insight. I definitely just gonna have a few more questions I'm gonna have like ask like in between. Thank you for your question. And by the way, please participate on our competition because every day we will have the chance just to give out a great prize. And yesterday it was about the Lumix G5 compact camera. Well, we wanted to know how much does the Lumix G5 compact system camera weigh? And the correct answer was 396 grams. And Carlotta Cagese, please excuse that misspelling if so, from Italy. Well, enjoy your Lumix G5 camera. Apparently she saw some of the segment yesterday, so you know what you can do with it. But hey, that was yesterday. Now it's about today. And this time there's a chance to win a 2-door fridge freezer, the NRB32FX2. But therefore you also need to reply in a question. And with a little bit of luck, it could be yours. We would like to know how many liters of space does the NRB32FX2 2-door fridge freezer have in total? Is it A, 315 liters, or is it B, 135 liters? So good luck with that one. I would like to have one of these freezers, by the way, but it's another story. But apparently I want everything here.
It does seem you want one of everything.
Except those that I already have, which is already quite a lot. And don't forget just to come back by next hour, which is going to be, next segment is going to be about Lumix, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be about Lumix, and then also we're going to support again our cause when it comes to swiping and sharing. Remember, 1,000 swipes happening here at the booth of Panasonic will bring Panasonic to give a huge donation to Aldebaran, a project which is there just to support school kids in order just to learn more about the ocean diversity. That's about it. Patrice Boudibeda and Adam here live from the Panasonic booth in Berlin. See you again at noon.